27 in this game, but this may well be known as the Marcus Smart game moving forward. He was spectacular, talked about his poise when things got spicy. What impact do you think Marcus Smart had on the game?
Well, I think he had a profound impact because everybody's looking at his offense. What I'm looking at is his defense and the level of toughness he reinstilled in the Boston Celtics following their Game 1 debacle. Remember, they had a halftime lead. What happens in the third quarter? Miami comes out with a 22-2 run, outscores them 39-14 in the third quarter, completely punked the Boston Celtics in the third quarter of that game. Well, Marcus Smart is saying that ain't going to happen on my watch. So he comes in Game 2 and he makes sure to reinstill a toughness, their defensive identity, the things that got them here to begin with. It was nice to see his offense, make no mistake about it. But the way the Boston Celtics were rolling, even before halftime, showed you what they're capable of offensively. Defensively is what you were looking for from Marcus Smart. And he showed up from opening tap and made sure everybody else did as well. And from that standpoint, the Boston Celtics definitely ran away with it.
Stephen A., we want to resist the urge to be a prisoner of the moment, but Miami looked pedestrian, Jimmy Butler notwithstanding. What was exposed in Miami tonight?
That Jimmy Butler has no help offensively. That's what this really comes down to. Tyler Hero is the reigning sixth man of the year, but Boston is the top defense. Bottom line, Miami's a top 5 defense as well, but Boston's defense is elite. Make no mistake about it. When they get rolling, they're like a bunch of piranhas. They come at you, and there's very little that you can do about it unless you are a star. Jimmy Butler's that guy. So he follows up his 41-point performance in Game 1 with 29. But Tyler Hero wasn't there. Gabe Vincent wasn't there. Bam Adebayo, don't know what the hell is wrong with him. He can definitely play the game of basketball. An elite defender, I might add. But offensively, pedestrian doesn't begin to describe him. He's not attempting enough shots. Some of that are them not getting him the ball enough. Other times, he's not taking advantage of the opportunities that are available to him. So Jimmy Butler is a lone ranger. He's all by himself, getting minimal help, if that, at all. And if that continues, this series is going to be over in 5. They better help Jimmy Butler. Otherwise, the next time I'm back here, the Boston Celtics are going to close them out.
It certainly seemed like that here after Game 2. Stephen A., how about the resiliency of the Celtics? They lose Game 1 in this series. They lost Game 1 to Milwaukee. They won Games 5 and 6 in that series as well. Where does that resiliency come from?
From their defense. They know when all else fails, they can stop anybody. That's the thing that has made the Boston Celtics force us all to give them the recognition they so richly deserve. Udoka is doing a sensational job as a first-year coach. We understand his pedigree is that of a championship one, coaching under Greg Popovich all of those years. He understands what it takes. He's been in these moments before, albeit as an assistant, and he's really instilled that culture in the Boston Celtics. Remember, they had an opportunity to avoid the Brooklyn Nets the last week of the season. They did not do that. They wanted Kyrie and KD. They said, who the hell are they? We will handle them. And that's exactly what they did. They swept them. They go up against Giannis Antetokounmpo, the reigning defending NBA champion. They said, we'll bounce them out too, albeit helped by the absence of Chris Middleton. And now they're going against the Miami Heat. And no matter how elite Miami's defense is, the Celtics are saying, our defense is the defense that everybody should be worried about. And they're showing it throughout this series as far as I'm concerned, and they certainly showed it in Game 2.
Defense was great. The offense was great. 6 players in double figures, 24 for Smart and Brown, 27 for Jason Tatum. Stephen A. Smith